enter a realm unlike your own, filled with beauty and splendor, with magic and mystery, with evil and danger, with secrets and glory. Welcome to the world of hazards and hijinks.
The cool adventurers!
Despite my really calm, serene exterior, I'm a very angry person.
If the cool leather boot fits, I'll wear it.
I'm a cat person! You can't
And
judge
I'm
me!
a wizard who drinks paint! We are who we are!
You will know what it is to feel pain.
Hey guys, we just were upstairs in the gas chamber.
Movement detected! Destroy intruder! Destroy intruder!
Sorry, I was living up to my own hype!
I feel younger than ever.
Huzzah!
Hazards and Hijinks, D&D Improv, every Friday night on YouTube and Twitch. Hello, and welcome everyone to the Genre Show right here at Fancy Hobo Improv. Now you may be thinking to yourself, I'm sorry, this show typically isn't hosted by you. You don't look like Phil Nieto, and that is where you're wrong, folks. I am your host, and my name is Phil Nieto. Thank you so much for tuning into tonight's show, wherever you might be. We understand that, things are reopening, life is getting back to normal. You could be anywhere else, but you're here with us tonight on a Saturday night for a little bit of improv. And not just any show, friends. No. Welcome to the Genre Show, where every month we do a completely different genre. And tonight's genre is Shakespeare. That's right, the one, the only, the bard himself, William Shakespeare. We will be improvising a brand new, completely made up on the spot Shakespeare play for you tonight, all based off of your suggestions. You had some great suggestions this week. This week we went to our social media. We went to Facebook and to our Instagram to get a whole bunch of suggestions for tonight's show, and you did not disappoint. Tonight's show, by an overwhelming vote on our Instagram poll, it was between history or comedy. What are we going to see tonight? Is a comedy. Yes, we are bringing you a Shakespearean comedy. Marriages, miscommunication, mistaken identities. Will they be in the show? Well, let's find out. I'm very, very excited for tonight's show. It's going to be quite hilarious. Before we get things started, I just want to remind you that these shows are made possible because of you, because you're awesome. So if you could take a quick moment to support us, something as easy as subscribing to our YouTube page or liking this video helps incredibly. But if you want to support us even more, you can donate to us right here in the bottom corner. It says Fancy Hobo Improv, and that is our Venmo. You can Venmo us right there at Fancy Hobo Improv at any time. We'll give you a little shout out during the show. We really, really appreciate all of the donations that we've gotten so far. We literally couldn't be doing these shows without them. So thank you to everyone who's donated so far. And tonight, every one of our players is going to be given an adjective, a describing word for their character suggested by you. But let's say you want to change that word. And you could do so at any moment. That's right. If you Venmo $5 to us at any point throughout the night, you can completely change a character's adjective. You can, in the description of the Venmo donation, you can give us the adjective if you want to, and the character, and we will change it immediately. Or we have a long list of adjectives provided by you. So if you don't want to give us an adjective, I'll just change it to something else I've got here on my list. Sound good? I think I've talked long enough, and verily, my friends, I think it is time for the show to begin. But we cannot do that until we introduce our players, our incredible players. So please welcome to the virtual stage, Caleb Feetsum. And Caleb tonight is given the adjective of reckless. Reckless, that's right. That is without caring about consequence. Oh my goodness. Caleb, excellent. Our next player up for tonight is the one, the only Hero Carlisle. Yes, welcome, Hero. Welcome. Tonight, Hero will be playing Flabbergasted, which is just greatly surprised. That's right. That was suggested by you out there. Greatly surprised. Our next player in here, please welcome to the virtual stage, Catherine McGagan. Well, hail and well met. Catherine tonight will be playing Dopey, which as it turns out, it means stupefied by a sleep or drug. Oh, I wonder what that will mean. Ooh, yes, don't drink too much of that. Can you drink that? Anyway, our last player for tonight, please welcome to the stage the one, the only, Adrian Barron. Yes, and Adrian was given the adjective of hopeless or feeling of despair. And again, my name, it's not really Phil Nieto, I spoiler alert, oops. It's Tony Tirico. I'm also going to be playing a little bit in tonight's show, and my adjective that I was given is quixotic or idealistic, like the great Don Quixote. Well, I believe that is all of our players. So players, are we ready to get tonight's show started? Yay, indeed we shall. Oh, and I forgot to announce the title of the show. I did announce that we were doing a comedy, but the title of tonight's piece comes to us from Bomb on our Instagram. We have uncovered a brand new Shakespeare piece called Mushroom Magic. Mushroom Magic. So, if you will, please enjoy this lost tale of the bard. So, friends, as it turns out, we're having some quick technical difficulties. So I'm going to figure out exactly what is wrong with this right now. In the meanwhile, I'm going to tell you about our awesome shows that are coming up this month, and what kind of shows that we have. So every single Friday and Saturday night, we have shows at 8 p.m. Every Friday night is Hazards and Hijinks, our Dungeons and Dragons improv show. It's a really fantastic show. We hope you all tune into it. Yes, I know. Not silent films, not this evening. And every Saturday night is a rotating show. Tonight is the genre
But next
show.
Saturday,
But next Saturday, we are premiering a brand new show that is called. It's called Duo Night. That's right. It's a competitive style improv show where everyone will be paired into teams of two, and we will. We're going to be doing some competitive improv. It's very, very exciting. Every first Saturday of the month is the Fancy Hobo Improv Show. Let's do a quick little test. Can I get someone out of here just to test some vocals, or you can just talk over the...
Hey, verily, I shall do my best to test a wit, again arrest. Shall they hear me? I do not know. I dare to go, ago.
Let's see if that works out. If you can hear our friendly bard, give us some thumbs up in the chat.
Come, give me the thumbs up in the air. I will not now know.
It's working.
Yay!
We are working.
It worked.
Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt you, bard. Feel free, take it away.
Nay, it be no trouble. I am used to groundlings interrupting me mid-monologue. Yay. I did a very good job with my first prologue, but 'twas impromptu from my mind, as was from the mother's wit, and yet I cannot remember it, so I shall give you another, anew, completely anon. Here we go again. Yea, somewhere in the land of true, of which I speak to now to you, this land of which I call Nice, is not nice, nor nephews reach. This land of which the cousins hold, I know not where, but this tale is told. This is a land of love and passion, of stories now and heated rations. Let us, like good Galahad, try for that of a chaliced lad, who in his heart it thrumped go, to what I cannot say, do not know. Let us see, he shall a lady like, in this I know of him to fight. To this I say in plainest tongue, he is in love, with someone. Let him now go into wood to pluck the mushroom of hooded could. And if he were to take this fungi, it would make him a more pleasant fly. Yes, I think we have something there. Perhaps it's not as great as it was before, but this is what happens when one denies me my first monologue. We set now our scene in Nice, it's true. A boy, his love to this is true. Will he find what is to know? We cannot say, and thus we go. This is the magic that mushrooms bring. Eat them now, and we shall sing. Let's go! Tarry and make haste.
Oh! Oh! Good, sweet Belle, dearest friend and kindest advisor, please entreat unto me the nectar of thy sageness, and grant unto me the peace that I so desperately crave, for I am not all here. My heart, go away.
The pain that comes from a heart that's broken, believe me, it is a severe and raucous pain. So you come to my humble home on the outskirts of this forest, looking for remedy, looking for answers to the questions of the ailments of your heart. What be I to you, a magician?
Nay, thou dost not conjure tricks. Thou art not Merlin, who did advise Arthur in his court. Nay, thou art but a true friend, and one whose knowledge of the world does entreat unto me, asking for thy aid, for my heart is not mine own. And thou, like a sage, must grant me some advice, some remedy, in order to recuperate that which is no longer mine.
You make me laugh with your boyish and jovial ways.
Oh. Are they not but joyous? Are they not but boyish? For I am in love, and yet my love knows not I do dote on her, nor that I exist at all, for I am but nothing, a Frenchman here.
You are sick of the mind, with the disease of love. That's what you are, Griffith. Now, a simple remedy, one that I have come to know very well and has gained me this massive villa, my copious amounts of wealth. A single plant, a single gift of nature, brought to me by venturing out into the woods I live outside of, finding its specific pattern and growth in the hedges, plucking it, bringing it back, and consuming it. It breaks patterns of the mind, patterns of the spirit. It will show you the world anew. This I promise.
'Tis but a simple plant that does bring miracles from heaven. Thou dost not belie me and thus attempt to deceive with this proclamation.
I am neither magician, as said before, nor jester. The one thing that you must keep at bay are the spirits of the forest, for they do not appreciate being taken advantage of, things being taken without something being left behind. I care not for their silly fiscal rules, for it brings me much, much, much wealth. So if you go along, do the same thing, you may appreciate and encounter a few very opinionated forest spirits, but pay them no mind. Tell them not your name. Do not play into their tricks.
But can it be so that but one single plant does alleviate my soul? Can it be? For I find no sense or logic that a plant could thus bring me happiness, could bring my love back.
This is exactly The pattern of thought that this plant breaks. You complain and whine and moan like a hurt dog encountered with the sickness of the heart. I do not wish to hear it. I do not wish to experience this aura of pain and loneliness and sadness, you sad, lonely, painful, sad boy. Go into the forest, eat some plants, and come back and tell me how you feel.
I do attend thy words and secure them thus to my heart. Venture will I into the forest of the Fae and seek to recuperate my heart this day.
A sick, sick boy is he. Luckily, the authorities of the forest are not as strict as one might think. I wish him luck in his journey and quiet in his mouth.
The gentle speak their speech, I pray, sir. Daubeny, listen. Do you hear their honeyed words, my noble knight? A love-sick noble, crestfallen, and stumbling upon our nice villa in Nice. Not my nice villa in Nice, but Sir Belle's. I but a servant, perhaps. Nay, Daubeny, thee speak me up too much, Daubeny. But thine eyes speak truths to my lies. I fear, Daubeny, should I pursue, like her lady, the great huntress, Diana, this man, this boy, this lovesick suitor? Nay, perhaps I am too giddy. No, Daubeny. You talk me into fits, you noble knight. Oh, if I get into trouble, I come running to you. Understood? I am glad. Now, Daubeny, hear you any more crestfallen, noble lovers that I could perhaps sink my teeth into? No? Just the one? Then so be it. Perhaps with a witch's spell, creation, some manifestation of the very mind's eye, Daubeny, you and I shall find ourselves in the most regal courts of France! Oh, I wish to... He speaketh of a fungi for a entertaining man. Somewhere deep in the forest, I know of this delightful concoction, for I've used it in some of my spell work. Oh, Daubeny, with our heads together, we shall see to it that our lowly station shall advance. You shall be a noble's knight, and I shall be a noble's bride. Oh, fair Daubeny, you speak very little words today. Hath I said something wrong to thee? Nay, nay. Ah, the silent type, my fair, fair Daubeny. A kiss for you, in my thanks. Ah, Betois, your silent entrance has frightened me.
Mary! Hey. Mary! Good Zuli. Bonjour and good Mary to you. I have
and to
returned
Daubeny as well, correct?
Yea.
Merci.
He is but taller today.
He's been growing. I've been feeding him his greens.
How hath that fed him with a lack of a mouth? I am curious on such a thing.
You say he has a lack of a mouth, yet he has such a silver tongue, Betois.
Yea, all the better to speak honeyed words to thee. It is troth. All know it in this villa. All know it in Nice. All know it in all of France and across the Aegean.
Well, Betois, I am not that well known, but speaketh me more as if my miles are greater.
Yea, yea. When I did go to Carthage, the ruined city, broke by Rome itself, and among those ruined people, they did speak the name Zuli, and they did say, does she have the head of that good honey-tongued man? And I said, yea. How do you know? It was baffling.
They know their fair Zuli doth give good head.
Yea. All Frenchmen know of the quality of head Zuli doth give.
Yes. Oh, my fair Betois, you speak nearly with as silver of a tongue as fair Daubeny here.
Yea, yea, yea.
Betois, I've set my sights on somebody.
Yea! Do not leave me in suspense, I must know who.
The young Lord Griffith.
What?
He is beyond my station, and I am but a lowly creature in comparison. Yet Sir Daubeny, with his courtly tongue, hath persuaded me to pursue, as the fair Diana with her bow and arrow, down from the stars and into his heart.
Yea. Know I this to be true, that no one person is beyond one's reach. For we were gifted with Titan's hands to extend beyond our scope, and we shall grasp what is not beyond our reach. I shall help thee in this endeavor to grasp the young man and stroke him till he is yours.
Oh, noble Betois, I thank you for your assistance, as does my Lord Daubeny. All praise be to he. Thank ye, my good sir.
C'est bon! It is the honor of a Frenchman to help a fair maiden in the matter of love. Against penalty of death, it shall be done, by Jove.
Merci, monsieur. You grace me with your kindness.
Yea.
Adieu for now.
How shall we endeavor?
I flee to the woods, as they were speaking of a fungus that perhaps could be of assistance in this matter.
I am aghast. I am alack. I am defied. Blanketed black, take my sword and I shall join you in this quest.
To the forest we away, for a witch's parley with a noble suitor.
Yea.
On the edge of the forest I wait, a small mushroom sprite, watching the humans frivol and bicker and scream. They set their eyes on us, traipsing through, stepping on us, killing us, relieving us of our station and authority they don't recognize. Well, Oberon does nothing. Spirits do nothing, the ones with the power. Leave it to me. Penny Bun the mushroom. I'll show them. I'll make them all regret the day they took a step into the forest.
Penny Bun.
To trick them out.
Penny Bun.
I recognize the gravel in that voice.
Penny Bun.
Old Scratch.
What dost thou hear at the edge of the forest?
A human, turned twixt and twain in love, seeks to come here. Two of them, perhaps, with company in tow, come to step all over us again.
Humans in love. Dost thou not have better to occupy you with, Penny Bun?
I would occupy myself with matters of the home, but my home is destroyed every time a being of bigger stature walks through here. They are not of the natural order of things, Old Scratch.
They are not. Strange creatures, full of riled emotions and weepy eyes and I care not
Weepy eyes that do not nourish are the sacred ground that gave us life.
Penny Bun, Dost thou wish to make the humans flee from this place?
Yes, I wish to make the humans never desire to return again.
Interesting.
Rise above my station. I desire to.
Pennybun, perchance you do a task for me. Perchance you disguise yourself as one of these humans. Intermingle thyself in the worlds and in the tribulations of them. Their loves, their woes, their secrets, their friendships. Lead them to a deep sacred part of the earth. And there,
trap them and make them bleed.
It's a bit much, but, perchance we improvise at that point.
Oh, we'll leave that up to argument, agree to disagree.
For now, sweet Pennybun, gain perspective on them, information. How does that sound?
I do not like to receive orders, but my desire for the freedom of this foliage is more greater than any pride I may feel.
Excellent, Pennybun. Excellent. Now, quick, away with you, away with you. I hear human. I smell flesh.
A human I will become.
Oh, Pennybun. Sweet, simple Pennybun. Let us see what thou wilt do.
I do methinks find myself alone. I follow the instruction given to me. Enter the edge of the forest. Give not my name to any passerby. Cross not into the circle of flowers. Speak not to one Oberon of the forest. And yet I do not see the plants whose magic should aid me in my course. And yet, here in these dark woods do I find myself. Nothing but my cloak, the sword at my waist, and the fear in my heart. Oh, why did I listen? Why did I venture where I know not where I go? This forest is ancient, existing here since time immemorial. Yet I feel eyes.
Ah! 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 What be thy name, stranger?
What be thy name, stranger?
What?
We are surprised, but what be thy name?
What? What be thy name, good sir?
I ask thou thy name, and thou respond with most strange betois?
Betois? Marry, sir. You are a silly fellow. I have my sword out to defend myself against thy wailing. You are in the wood alone.
I have my sword as well. I am alone, and wailing am I for just to alleviate. I was told and given clear instruction to not give my name in the woods, for my name is sacred, and thy name thou freely givest is Betois. Should I be understanding thy speech correctly?
It is well known that the Fey folk withhold their name from good Christian and French men. Am I to take you of one of Oberon's court? Huh? I shall cut thee down if you are a changeling or a halfling or a goblin true. I shall cut thee down through and through.
Mary, lower thy blade, stay thy hand. I am not one of Oberon's court. Mary, did I pass them by and give them no heed? I am a Frenchman. How darest thou accuse me of such baser claims of being a fae?
Yeah.
Worse, British.
Yea, I would not insult thee thus, sir. I do not question your good French blood. I can tell thou knowest how a baguette should be buttered. But I ask thee why you are in these woods, what purpose you have, and hast thou seen a maiden fair, silly of mind, carrying a helmet?
Maiden have I not seen, but I do entreat you, thou hast done me the honor of staying thy blade. My name shall I give as recompense for that greeting. I am one Don Griffith Mondengo. I am here in the woods as I have been entrusted to go in order to find a magic plant which shall release the love I have in my heart and bring my heart back to me, for I am lost in these woods, yet they are but a reflection of my heart, for I am lost without my love.
Thou hast stumbled upon it most true. This, the affections of Zuli, thou in thy grasp. But were he to find the flower which shall relieve him of his love pangs, he will no longer be in Cupid's arrows pangs. We must lead him astray deeper into these woods, we think. Gain his trust. Sad as it is, we must lead him like the questing beast and further therein. Were we a Lancelot true, but yea, we are not Percival to this tale. Marry, I shall assist thee in this endeavor. Thou hast my blade, for I, but shall be at thy aid.
O noble gentleman, that does me a great service, for I am in much need of a guide. So I will take thee upon thy word and do entreat thee to lead me through these woods, that I might find my remedy.
Yea, and all I ask in return, as any good Frenchman would, is that you aid me in finding the maiden fair who I hath lost in these wood.
There is no other duty more sacred, more honorable to a Frenchman than to finding a maiden who is lost for whatever sake. Take this charge upon mine honor and will assist you as God assist man.
Flabbergasted myself, see how he falls into my trap. He is like a hare sprung at it. Ooh, what a clever fox I am. Ha ha ha! Yes, let us go, my new friend.
Lead and go on.
Mary!
Herr D'Aubigny, I find myself a bit lost in these labyrinthine woods. Though I may flirt with the spirits of the moon and the outskirts of Oberon's court, I find myself ill at home in this strange environment. Herr D'Aubigny, know these woods? Of course, my fair Lancelot. Mwah! Oh, yes. Thou hast plunged thy very blade into the core of Oberon's court. These very lands are thy conquest, I understand. Far greater a gentleman than kind, yet behind Betois. D'Aubigny, I fear that upon arriving at Sir Griffith and meeting his good graces, I fear that I may not be enough woman for him. I know, Sir D'Aubigny, you understand me clear. However, perhaps on first approach, a noble knight who could perhaps be his guide, that he slowly falls head over heels for, as their stalwart navigation helps propel him through the woods. Yes, Sir D'Aubigny. Besides, if I were to be a knight, I would feel far more secure in these woods. Shall I crack thy crown over mine head? You are a spirit just and fair, Dobiny. I shall repay this in kind. Ha! Away we go, Sir Dobiny. Or shall I call myself Sir Dobiny for now and surprise my suitor with my dashing good looks? Not to say thee does not have dashing good looks, Sir Dobiny. I understand. I understand. This way? No, this way. Bienvenue, Dobiny, à la forêt.
Ah! Nature! You cur, producing cur! You are nothing but a mine, and I am a miner. Age to reap your resources. Do not think that you can best me. I gave that boy mistaken map, though it may be my map is mistaken since I do not recognize where I am. Not going to make it to the store on time to sell my wares. Tree, don't make that face at me. Jeez. By Cupid's arrow, that love-struck boy will wind himself deeper into the woods as if this were Daedalus's maze. Oh, get out of my way, stick! Small plant, I have no respect or regard for anything that is in this vicinity. No matter how you may think that you have bested me, no matter how you think you have tricked me into walking in circular fashions, in squares, like a geometry class, I will best you, and I will get what I want.
What are you doing in my wood?
I speak not to the spirits of the forest.
Do you speak to me, good sirrah?
I do not speak to you, for I do not speak to what appears to be the spirit of the forest.
Yea, then thou dost speak to the spirit of the forest now, sirrah!
I do not believe that I speak to the spirit of the forest, for I do not speak to the spirit of the forest. It is a rule that I have enacted. Do not belay yourself. Think you are of higher station than I am.
Finger at the spirit of the forest, good sir.
I wag my finger at whomever I choose, sirrah.
Thou art quite the peevish, peckering woodpecker, and thou shalt live as thus, sirrah.
You insult me by naming me an animal. I am flesh and blood. I come into this forest and take what I desire and leave and make a fine coin from it. Do not belittle me. Talk to me as if you can change my stature.
Yea, let thy stature be a knocking upon the wood, and let thy gain be the chips thou gather with thy beak, for thou shalt be a fowl of a feather, for thou speak to me in such terms. I go back to sleep.
Oh, I feel quite strange. Oh, my, are these feathers? What is happening?
These humans changing once they enter these woods. Excellent. But methinks a bit more of a change may be best for them. Let us see here now. Who to play with? Yes, the young man Griffith. Hopeless in nature. I shall take a bit of this flour, sprinkle it above his head as he walks below me, and no more shall the man be hopeless. No, now he shall be egotistic. Yes, only concerned himself. How will that poor man deal with his love thus? Let's see, what other human may I play with? Perhaps one Betois. Very flabbergasted man, constantly a abrasive, confused, frequently, shall no longer be confused, but grotesque. Here comes the sad sap, with a little sprinkle of this. Oh, Betois, it shall be quite the merry romp in the woods indeed.
Oh, gods, gods, thou dost me. And yet, here I find myself, and no longer do I thus succumb to despair. Hark! Who goes there?
Sirrah, Sir Griffith. It is I, Sir Dominie of His Majesty's Royal Court of France. At your service,
Verily, thou dost be of my service, for dost thou not know who thou art speaking and addressing so plainly and commonly?
Nay, I understand. Sir Griffith Mondengo, a nobleman of the very court I serve with such love and devotion.
I am that same Griffith Mondengo, grandson of Fernand, the one who threw the traitorous Dantes in prison. I am he thou dost address me with all merit and honor deserving of my place.
Thou speakst to me commonly as well, boy. Dost thou not know I, Sir d'Aubigny, served along Jeanne d'Arc at the siege of Orleans?
Oh. The woman. The witch. Thou servest with her. 'Tis well, 'tis well. I do excuse thy impertinence. But pray tell me, thus I find thee very strangely in the most obscure of circumstances here in these woods, and yet how canst I know for certainty that thou art who thou claim to be? For this would be home to Fae, and the Fae do change as night do day.
Might I feel your hand, my lord? With thine permission.
Thou dost do strange works, but here.
My lord, your hands, they are silken soft. Gentle hands, poet's hands, lover's hands. Whereas mine are rough, coarse, a soldier's hands, a worker's hands. Thou must know, I am a servant of mankind and a servant of her masters. Whether that be the noble class of France or this very beauteous soft hand which lays within mine. Merci, monsieur. So I serve the higher courts. You can tell by the very quality of my grip.
Thou dost have the hands of one who has seen much, and thus fought against. But thou still hath not answered to the point. Why dost thou find thyself here in these woods?
Well, as all fair knights do, in service to a beautiful maiden.
Maiden? Well, 'tis true and very probable, for many a maiden doth escaped many a Frenchman's grasp as of late, for I both find myself on a personal journey of one such maiden, yet I also find myself in search of something even greater. a magic plant to doth alleviate myself, for it is indeed a pain that I now find myself in, that I cannot release that which I have in my chest.
My
So-
maiden is familiar with strange plants. Perhaps I shall bring you to her, and she may, perhaps educate you as to what you need. Perhaps speak you into better options than this plant. Nay, it is not my place to say. However, my maiden, fair, is within these woods. I know of her location, and I can bring you the wisdom which you seek.
'Tis by gift of Jove that this knight doth fall into my presence. Yet I believe I shall take him up on his offer. For if this knight do bring me unto this maiden, and this be the same maiden that my good Sir Betois do be searching for, then that is one quest achieved, one honor restored, and a Frenchman doing his duty. I shall carry on. Sir Dumbleby, I shall take thee upon thy word, trusting that thou art both a Frenchman and a good servant to a maiden, and do beseech you to take me unto her, that she might educate me in the matters of both plants and of love, for it is I who am in thus need of instruction.
Of course, my lord. Dumpany, you mad dog, you genius! My second in command, my Lancelot, you may well be the very ticket to his grand affections. Nay, I mustn't think to myself any longer. Right ho, my lord. After me.
Onward.
A human, disgusting and grotesque in nature, walks and tramps through our forest. I must attempt my jest as a human. A mushroom turned human. Fellow human!
I have, who goes there? I have my sword.
Lay your barbaric weapon down. I am also human. Please fear me not.
My eyes may be well shut by the pollen of these flowers, fauna and fair, but I see thee for the villain now art somewhere.
An illusion cast upon your mind by your senses, which seem fulfilled doing other duties. I am a knowledgeable guide in this forest. A human guide is what I am.
Good Mary, sir. Mary, I am a noble knight on an errant quest. Accursed am I by these woods.
Cursed are these woods. Cursed are these woods to him. Cursed are his senses. If you please take time away from the expulsion of your orifices to focus on the task at hand, please, I'll guide you to whatever you need.
Yea, apothecary. Yea, my good mistress. She shall brew me a potion.
Oh, you monstrous being! You are monstrous! You are monstrous! Please take no offense to my my reaction to your grotesqueness, but an apothecary we are in currently. Look at all the different vegetation that can be used as healing properties. I will show you the finest, the purest, most amazing features and medicines your senses would ever perceive. You will feel like you were born anew. He drools, rightfully so, it is enjoyable for me to see a human in pain, and I will not give him medicine, no, but a plant that will trick his mind to see horrors he could have never imagined. Please, my good fellow human.
Sir, good sir, I am inclined to aid. I am inclined to aid. You must.
Oh. Yes, this is getting quite serious of an ailment. I will give you, here, this tiny mushroom with the yellow polka dots on the top. That is the mushroom that will heal you so you will never find yourself in this situation again.
Yea, I am cursed by this woodpecker, which doth follow me, pecking against the wood constantly. Thou hear it. Dost thou hear it?
Oh, thou hearest it.
Yea. Well, hold me.
I do not wish to touch you as though you are human, and as am I.
I shall give thee all of my lands. I shall give thee my horse.
I do not. I appreciate the sentiment. Oh my goodness. Shall I leave you and let your body feed the trees? Is that what you would like? Then eat the mushroom. Yes, eat it. In your mouth. Chew, masticate, please. And swallow.
I think I need another, please.
I'll give you more. I'll give you plenty. Yes. Oh, it brings me such joy to know that you will be well and never find yourself in this situation again.
Yea, I swear if thou would give me another, I shall ne'er come.
Oh, I'll give you all the mushrooms you want, you human, as am I, also human. Yes. Briefly, the effects of the mushroom will take place. Hopefully, to a point where I will never see this man again.
Yea, take the palm of your palm and rub my tum-tum as if I were a kitten.
A kitten you are not, for a kitten be cute. And this salivation and liquid that seems to exuberate from your every hole, I did not know liquid could come out of your ears. I'm honestly impressed by the capacity to which humans have. Not that I would be surprised by human behavior, for I am also human.
Leave me, good woodman. Leave me, good woodman. I shall recover my noble bearing.
Yes, you shall. I will leave you. I will leave you, and I wish to never see them again.
You mean now?
Oh, yeah, I'm out.
Yea, I feel my constitution returning. I know my quest now. Woodpecker, come. We said about love.
And as day turns to night in these woods, these foolish flesh bags wander and wander around. Let us see the transition now to night, where these fools may find themselves in a deep part of the woods. Mayhaps they stumble across a simple mushroom or two. Perchance they eat a cap, 2, 3, or who knows what the night may have in store. As we go now tonight, and these bodies lumber, as Betois freaks out, let's hope he slumber. Now night, where we find our heroes in the woods. What mischief will come? What could?
Sir Knights, we have been thus strolling and wandering in these woods for hours. I know not where should I pluck my dial. did the hour doth change from day to night, and yet we find not thy mistress whom thou serves. We find not the court of Oberon the king, and we find not the mushrooms which I have thus been entrusted to seek. And yet I now grow tired, my clothes doth fall upon my figure, and yet I have not had anything to eat.
Thou bears thy blanket like a cross, Griffith. Listen.
A blanket's a cloak.
We may march a pace or 2 or 10,000 this even. However, I must say, our minds haven't walked one. How can a man stumble into the forest and not see himself as he truly is? Is a man fit to partake in healing, to find fair maidens, if he cannot even see himself? Look there! A cap of a mushroom, on the ground. Our quest has ceased. Your quest, not mine. However, should you eat, what will you truly learn?
Thou speakst to me in terms of philosophy, yet thou dost not address the very true, very practical, the very core of the matter. I hunger, and therefore I am not man, but hunger made manifest in flesh. I see now a cap of mushroom, and if thou doth moral on the times, I shall in all duty eat my fill. Then will I thus continue and appease thy sage words. Pardon me, whilst I from this mushroom take.
Sir! Human, fellow human, please.
Oh, sir? Yes, sir, hello.
I am but a humble human guide of the forest. I would like you to partake in mushrooms. Please continue. I didn't mean to interrupt.
Thou good sir, good, faithful sir. Wait, as I thus see you, thus plainly thy reflection do falter. Thou art not a sir, thou art not human.
What say you?
Thou art one of the woods, and that the mushroom that thou callest thy home is not one. I see, for I have thus been enlightened with food of God, this magic plant that thou doth reside in. I see it now for what thou art, fairy, member of Oberon's court. I see now, thou canst not take my name, my very soul. You shall not avail me.
The boy hides under his blanket.
The boy hides as boys do, because I know boys. I was once one as a human. I pay no mind to the ramblings of him. I am not a spirit. No allegiance to Oberon have I. I have no goal but to guide lost spirits out of the forest into a safe place. That is my only wish and only desire and only responsibility.
Fair human, knowest thou my master?
I have met many a human while guiding them through these woods as a human guide. I could say I've met your master 1,000 times over.
Can you name him to me?
A name is a powerful thing.
Speaking of powerful names, the far folk of these woods, they address themselves as riddles
hardly any names. Might I have yours, as to assure me that you are not one of the far
I
folk?
claim all names, for I am the very King Oberon!
That is slander, but not to me as a human. I'm not offended by your
why
traits.
dost thou comment then, if thou art not offended?
I think it's important to be aware of the cultural aspects. I am very well versed in the culture of the forest and like to share my knowledge to disrespectful and copiously horrible human beings of a race of which I belong to as well.
Why dost thou wish we take these mushrooms?
Why dost thou ask so many questions?
Why dost thou not begin running?
You scare me not. You scare me not, human of I am as well. You scare me not. You bring me things.
Good sir.
What is this change of voice?
Human, I am Sir d'Aubigny, servant of Jeanne d'Arc, defeater of Oberon of the Fey Court, and if thou think thou is lucky, punk, you.
I apologize. My transgressions. Your station is recognized. I appreciate you sharing it with me. I would like to do nothing but guide you, show you which mushrooms are edible, not poisonous in any way, and guide you through the forest as someone who is well versed in the ways of the trees. You have no reason but not to trust me.
I have but all the world. Needless to say, I've found the mushroom of my desire. I will not pick one of yours.
What this brave knave does not realize is the use of psychology in reverse. They are picking the exact mushrooms I desire them to.
Yet, the ones over there do look quite delicate. No, I must partake of the one I have already chosen, as I have already snipped its stem, yet the caps of those are so encapsulating.
The beauty of nature is not to be lost on any of us, and the fact that you appreciate it shows great character.
Perhaps I shall pick my fill of all of the mushrooms in this grove and decide amongst my quest.
Please be careful in your picking. If you make the mushrooms scarce, they will ne'er grow again. Ooh, I feel their screams, each and every one, as a lover of the forest and human. I do not...
Enough. After I've had my fill, I still like the first one.
Oh, good. Please, make use of them. Eat them, as to not waste their lives.
Mary! Penny Bun! Be that the helm of my old rival, the good knight who imprisoned me in these woods, who kept me locked in the forest of Nice, keeping me from my nightly sojourn, so that I could not come to and fro in my wife's courtly escort. Why do you let this enemy of my court so easily partake in my mushrooms?
Oberon, King, I beg of you, I am undercover, and please do not out me. I do not know this creature who comes in boisterous and screaming at the top of their lungs. If they perchance have them, I do not know. I am a human. I know nothing of the spirits.
Oberon, King of Fae?
Yea, I am Oberon, King of the Fae, the Summer King.
Is it truly you or but a deception of the moonlight?
It is both simultaneous, for I am composed of the very light of Selene, gifted by her radiant face upon this world. When she watched upon Endymion as he slept, I was birthed. I, born of Pan as he played his lute in the forest depths. I who gave song to the birds. I who gave lyric to the flowers. What do you ask of me, child?
Well, my brave Sir Knight, fair Daubigny, and I have ventured into this forest in search of one thing.
Yea.
Sir Daubigny to gloat, but I to find love.
Wow.
Yet I find my vision twisting as well as my stomach churning with wicked sentiments.
Yea!
Of the Fey Court. Might I feel your hand?
Take my hand, child.
Once again, there is a softness, a kindness to these hands that my poor worker's hands could never reach. Perhaps it was foolish that I reach like a star across the heavenly body to the heavenly gate. Perhaps
You dare
foolish.
You dare touch this human's hand, King?
Silence! Mudcap. Speak to the witch now. Child, your eldritch knowledge has gained you much. Simple trade I offer you. Aye, for the helm of my old rival and my dearest friend to join me in this court forevermore. I shall give you your love.
My brave Sir Daubigny?
Yea.
Madam!
Daubigny! Close thine ears. You mustn't hear this.
I am not a child, madam. I am far your senior. And as your senior, I have seen your growth, long and beauteous as it may be.
Sir Daubigny, you trifle. You speak not your words. You don't. You're sick in the head.
I shall go with him in one final dance across these fields.
Sir Daubigny, you jest, clearly.
Nay, for I am at service to my mistress, and to my mistress I must behold. Brave Oberon, shall we tango one last time?
Yea! Like St. George the Dragon himself, let us dance once more.
Daubigny, no!
Hail presents, for it is I, King O... Oh.
This is the man which I love.
He is a silly fool. I like your taste.
And I am but a dopey wench.
The fire in my stomach does awaken my eyes, and I do see the truth that does be veiled for all else. Thou art the true King Oberon. My liege, please, just take not my tongue, take not my name. I did not mean no harm, no discourse upon thine honor to take upon thy personage, for I am but betwixt and out of love and out of mind, for this human doth entreat me to eat of thy food, which I know is but a grave sin. Please, my lord, King Oberon, strike me not.
I shall still my hand of vengeance but for this. The love she bear you is true, though she is of low station. Great fruit is born of this soil, and like this mushroom, when you partake of it, Your ego shall die, and you shall see truths untold. You are given a second life by me, Oberyn, the Summer King. Take her in hand and return to Nice. Make her yours, and ne'er return to this wood unless you have the blessing of my court. Dost thou understand me, mortal?
I do attend thee, my sovereign, I do, but your will, and I, from thy gracious hand, take this plant, whose magic thou dost speak truthfully, and do take part in it. Zuli, maiden, fair and true, Aphrodite doth show her handiwork in thy complexion and thy graces. I have been but lost and hopeless in my endeavor to try against the very nature of this world to take thy hand unto my home as my wife, and here in front of thy most omnipotent, generous, and downright terrifying fairy king, Summer King Oberon, do I entreat unto you my land, my wealth, I, my very soul, unto thee.
Might I feel your hand, good sir?
Joe cannot ask for any more.
Dost thou ring familiar?
You were the knight who I did so heartily dismiss. Forgive me, I knew not, for I was not in my better state.
Nay, Sir Griffith, as your knight and as your bride, I shall remain thy stalwart guide.
I do take you at thy word.
Then it shall be done. Brave Oberon, you overjoy me today. You can make even the lowliest trees bear fruit without sunlight. Your kindness knows no bounds, great Summer King.
Gramercy, sacrifice many children in my name. Thus is the will of the old way. I depart. Go, leave these woods before I change my mind.
So true a fool is love that in your will, though you do anything, my sweet Zuli, it be no ill. I do, in sacrifice and honor for the king, do offer many children.
Away, away, my dear heart, so that we may entreat the brain. Adieu, Oberon! Adieu, human man! Adieu!
Adieu! Away! Away!
Au revoir.
King, I do not wish to speak about my station, but I do not appreciate them being treated as equals.
By all
being made
means,
as if we
speak
were
above
bartering.
your station, good penny, good bun. Tell me how I truly feel in this one.
These humans are vain, farcical, trapped in love, destroying everything in their path to achieve it, and yet you let them be free. I do not wish to support this. I do not wish to be a part of it. I will continue to be a mushroom, and a mushroom I will be.
Those were some good mushrooms, as plain as I could see. Was any of that real? Who can say? But patois, 'tis me! And so
we have reached the end of our play. Come join in hands if you have had a day. If thou did enjoy this merry show, follow, like, subscribe, and tell all you know. This is the end, and we have reached it true. The magic mushrooms were inside of all of you. Huzzah, and thank you for enjoying our show. Until next time, adieu. Good
And
night.
that is going to be our show. Thank you so much for tuning in to everything. Everybody come on out here. We got Hero Carlisle. We've got Caleb Beatson. What a filter, Caleb. Catherine McGagan. Adrian Baron. Wow. Well, there you go. There you go. The Lost Tale by William Shakespeare. Mushroom Magic. Mushroom Magic. What a fanciful tale. Incredible. If you really liked tonight's show, I thank you so much. We really, really appreciate it. Like Hero said in his excellent epilogue, be sure and like and subscribe to our YouTube or Twitch channel, whichever you are watching from. We appreciate any of that. We'll still accept donations. So if you really like tonight's show and you want to give us money, just Venmo any of that over to Fancy Hobo Improv. Again, we really, really, really appreciate absolutely anything and any donations that y'all give. But we've got tons of shows. The fun doesn't end here on a Saturday night. No, it continues and it goes on and on and on. That's right. Like I said at the top, shows every Friday and Saturday night. Be sure and tune in for all of those shows. Starting next month, we're going to have some shows be in a very responsible way. Be in the same room. We will no longer try to be on Zoom, but we will end up being in the same room, and that will be our next step forward into the ultimate return of having shows with you once again live in a theater space. We're very excited and looking forward to doing that. But until that day comes, we'll be here. And actually, when that day comes, we'll still be here. Every one of our shows will be live streamed every Friday and Saturday night, no matter where we are. In the space, on Zoom, it doesn't matter. So be sure and tune in for all of that. Be sure to like us on Facebook, Instagram. We've got a TikTok, so check that out. Oh gosh, there's so much to say. Thank you so much for tuning in to tonight's show. And that's all I got. Oh, we got somebody who just followed us. Thank you so much, Alyssa Claudio. Appreciate that follow,
Hey.
folks.
Thank you, Alyssa.
Thank you, Alyssa. For
Thank you,
Caleb
Alyssa.
Feetsum, Hero Carlisle, Catherine McGagan, and Adrian Barron, my name is Tony Chirico. Sometimes I'm Phil Nieto. This has been The Genre Show, Shakespeare Improvised. Until next time, adieu.
Adieu.
Farewell. And everybody wave bye.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
Bye, everybody. Have a good night. Get home safe.
Yeah, get home. Drive safe.
Bye.